Welcome to Infinite Tech, where we explore all things future technology and its impact on everyday life. In today's episode, we dive into the fascinating concept of traveling and floating cities. Let's begin our journey by rewinding the clock back to the origins of this incredible idea. The concept of floating cities, or cities that travel, first sprang from the fertile grounds of science fiction. These imaginative worlds, often penned by authors with a keen eye for the future, painted vivid pictures of entire societies living, working, and thriving atop the vast expanse of the world's oceans, or soaring through the skies in colossal airborne metropolises. These visions, while captivating, were initially seen as nothing more than whimsical fantasies. After all, the sheer magnitude of the technical challenges associated with such undertakings made them seem utterly unattainable. But as with all great ideas, the seeds of possibility were sown, and they fell on the fertile minds of architects and futurists who dared to dream. These visionaries looked beyond the constraints of their time and saw the potential of harnessing advancements in technology to turn these dreams into reality. As the years rolled on, the pace of technological progress began to quicken. New materials were developed, more efficient energy sources were discovered, and our understanding of the world and its ecosystems deepened. These advancements, each significant in its own right, began to unlock the doors that once held the concept of floating cities firmly in the realm of fantasy. Today, we stand at the precipice of a new era, one where the concept of floating and traveling cities no longer seems like an impossible dream but a tangible reality. Engineers, architects, and futurists across the globe are seriously considering the viability of these cities, studying their potential impact, and exploring the endless possibilities they present for the future of humanity. And so it was that the concept of floating cities, once relegated to the realm of fantasy, found its firm footing in reality. Building a floating city is no small feat. It requires a blend of innovative design, cutting-edge technology, and sustainable practices. The essence of a floating city lies in its construction, a process that is as complex as it is revolutionary. Imagine a city built not from concrete and steel, but from lightweight, durable materials that can withstand the forces of nature while floating on the world's oceans. These materials, which are yet to be fully developed, promise a new era of construction, one that is more in tune with our environment and less reliant on depleting natural resources. In addition to the choice of materials, a floating city's design plays a crucial role in its feasibility. The city must be designed to be resilient against the harsh ocean environment, with structures that can flex and move with the waves, yet remain stable enough for inhabitants to live and work comfortably. Beyond the physical structure, a floating city's lifeblood lies in its energy sources. Conventional cities rely heavily on non-renewable energy sources, a model that is not sustainable for our floating cities. Instead, these cities will harness the power of renewable energy, utilizing the abundant wind, wave, and solar energy available at sea. Furthermore, the concept of self-sustainability is integral to the planning of floating cities. They must be able to produce their own food and fresh water. Innovative solutions such as vertical farming and desalination plants are just some of the ways these cities could achieve self-sustainability. The construction of a floating city is akin to building a small, self-sustaining planet. Every aspect, from its materials to its energy sources and food production, must be carefully considered and meticulously planned. The challenges are immense, but the potential rewards are even greater. Like pieces of a complex puzzle, these elements come together to form the blueprint of our future floating cities. Living in a floating city is more than just having a home on the water. It's about creating a new way of life. Imagine waking up every morning to the gentle sway of the ocean, the sun peeking over the horizon, and knowing that your home is not merely a static structure but a living, moving entity that can transport you to new landscapes and experiences. Just how many people can these floating cities accommodate? Well, the answer lies in the concept of scalability. From compact, community-oriented designs that house a few hundred people, to sprawling metropolises capable of supporting hundreds of thousands, the potential is staggering. The key to this is modular design, allowing for cities to grow and evolve as their populations do. But it's not just about the numbers. The diversity these cities can support is equally impressive. Families, singles, retirees, digital nomads, there's room for everyone. And with the ability to relocate as seasons or circumstances change, residents can enjoy an unmatched level of flexibility and freedom. Beyond the personal benefits, living afloat could also have a significant positive impact on our environment. These cities, powered by renewable energy sources like solar and wave energy, could drastically reduce our carbon footprint. Moreover, the very nature of these communities, constantly interacting with the marine environment, fosters a deep appreciation for the natural world, encouraging sustainable practices and conservation. The ability to travel while maintaining a stable home base is another unique advantage. Imagine one day you're docked near a bustling city, soaking in the urban culture, and the next, you've drifted to a secluded beach or a vibrant coral reef. This nomadic lifestyle can open up a world of experiences without the need for packing or airport queues. These floating cities could offer us a whole new way to live, travel, and interact with our planet. They represent a future where life is not bound by land, where we embrace the sea as our home, and where technology and nature coexist in harmony. So, are you ready to set sail into the future? As we look to the future, it's clear that floating cities could have a profound impact on all aspects of human life. Imagine a world where cities exist not just on land, but also on the vast expanses of our oceans. These mobile metropolises could radically transform our society, economy, and the very environment we live in. Let's start by considering the societal implications. As our planet's population continues to grow, land-based cities are grappling with the pressures of overpopulation. Floating cities offer a unique solution to this problem, providing a new frontier for human expansion. They could become new homes for millions, relieving the strain on overcrowded urban areas. Now, let's shift our focus to the economic potential. Picture these floating cities as hubs of innovation and tourism. They could become centers for research in marine biology, renewable energy, and other cutting-edge fields, driving economic growth and creating job opportunities. The unique lifestyle of living on water could also attract tourists from around the world, boosting the global tourism industry. And what about the environment? Here, floating cities could truly shine. They could be designed to harness renewable energy from the sun, wind, and waves, promoting sustainable living. The potential to cultivate marine farms for food, use seawater for cooling and heating, and recycle waste efficiently could revolutionize our approach to environmental conservation. But it's not just about the practical benefits. These floating cities could also foster a new sense of community, a shared understanding that we're all passengers on this planet's voyage through the cosmos. They could teach us to live in harmony with nature, rather than trying to conquer it. In the face of challenges such as overpopulation and climate change, floating cities present a promising solution. They offer a vision of a future where humanity not only survives but thrives, charting a course towards a sustainable, inclusive, and innovative world. Why do we need floating cities? The answer lies in the challenges we face today and the opportunities we envision for tomorrow. As we peer into the looking glass of our future, the challenges we are encountering are already shaping the path we must tread. Among these, rising sea levels and urban overcrowding stand as two of the most pressing issues. Our cities, once the epitome of human achievement, are now bursting at the seams, unable to accommodate the surge of humanity. Meanwhile, our coastal regions, home to millions, are under threat from rising sea levels, a stark consequence of our changing climate. Enter floating cities, a visionary concept that seeks to address these challenges head-on. Imagine a city that floats on the ocean surface, a city that expands our living space and at the same time mitigates the impact of climate change. A city that is not just a refuge from rising sea levels but also a solution to urban overcrowding. But these floating cities are more than mere life rafts in a stormy sea. They represent a chance to redefine how we live, work, and interact with our environment. They present an opportunity to embrace a sustainable way of life, harnessing the power of the sun, wind, and waves for energy. They could be the cradle of innovation, fostering new industries focused on marine research, aquaculture, and renewable energy. Yes, the idea of floating cities may seem audacious, even fantastical, but the necessity of such an innovation has never been more palpable. As we continue to grapple with the reality of our changing world, the need for bold solutions, for radical change, is paramount. As we gaze into the horizon of the future, the idea of floating cities beckons us with its promise of a sustainable, innovative, and exciting new way of living. And so, we must not only dream of floating cities, but strive to make them a reality. For in the face of adversity, human ingenuity has always found a way to rise above the waves and chart a new course.